Growing up, I've always been on that in-between, between like, should I have braces or should I not? So I was never NHS qualifying for braces growing up as a kid. My brother and sister both had conventional braces and I was always felt a bit left out that I didn't have them. And then I got to university and I thought, actually, you know what, I'm gonna sort this out. I can see that there's definitely some changes I can make here. And then I went ahead and did it actually. Yeah, no, it was a great journey. So for me, there was both the functional reasons and aesthetic reasons. Aesthetically, I knew it was going to make a big difference from my facial profile as well. And I think that's what sometimes people forget. It's not just the teeth. The teeth and the structure of everything makes such a big difference to your overall facial profile. So I was excited by that, and getting a fuller, whiter smile was also a big factor for me, definitely. The SureSmile experience for me was fantastic actually. Right from the beginning, there was a real discussion between what are the pros and cons of each treatment, and the SureSmile one was just fantastic. It was very comfortable actually. Nothing was too difficult, nothing was too hard, and nothing was too much of an ask for James here and for SureSmile altogether. I'll be honest, wearing something for 20 to 23 hours every day was difficult from the beginning, but once you start wearing them every day and once a week passed, it was totally fine, and you just integrate it in, take them out when you eat, give your teeth a quick rinse and brush and then put them back in. It wasn't difficult at all. So with SureSmile from the beginning, so what we did is we took a scan of my teeth using the CBCT scanner. What that allowed us to do was have an interactive experience. So James, this was actually online because it was COVID times and I was at university, which for me was amazing because without the digital scanning, I would never be able to come and see James here in Leeds. I'm actually in Bristol at university. So the digital experience allows us that ability to go and see who you want. There's no restriction on which dentist you can see. I was recommended to James here at the dentist, and to be able to come and see him even from Bristol was amazing. The digital experience and the digital scanning allowed us to work together. So that visualising, this is what your teeth are going to look like. It's an experience I can't even explain. We sat there together on video, and James, with a touch of the button, said, "This is what your teeth are going to look like," and it was just incredible. When I saw the transformation, when James pressed the button and said, "This is what your teeth can look like," this is when I knew I've made the right decision by coming in and getting this done. My grandpa's actually a dentist, and for a long time he said, "It's fine, Adam, you don't need to get this done. There's nothing wrong functionally." And I knew actually I could make a big difference. I could make a big difference to my appearance. Functionally, it could be less crowded, easier to clean, more aesthetically pleasing. And as soon as he pressed that button, I knew I'd made the right choice. So for the first couple of hours when you put them in, it is going to be a bit tight. As we know, teeth are anchored into our bones, so it's going to be a bit difficult when you're putting something plastic, trying to move your teeth over them. Give a couple of hours, everything settles down, and it just becomes an average part of your day. So I wouldn't call it pain, it's just slightly uncomfortable for the first couple of hours. Once that's passed, it settles down. And what was amazing for me is, once you get to the third day of that weekly aligner, you've seen a physical difference. So when I put it in for the first day, it's quite difficult to place it in. Give it a couple of days, it's popping in and out, and I was like, wow, you know, this plastic aligner has actually moved my teeth within 3 days, and that was just amazing to see. And you're seeing the progress actually week on week. So with SureSmile, I was amazed that I was able to keep a check on what was going on. I had a few composite additions on a few of my teeth, which meant that when I placed the aligner on, I could see, is it fitting? Is the occlusion right? Is it fitting right over the composite additions? And if it was, I knew I was on the right track to the final result. For me, I was debating it for a long time, and I'd say bite the bullet, go for it. You know, ultimately it's an investment into your appearance, an investment into your confidence, and it's an investment that is lifelong, and I'd say absolutely go ahead and do it. So with SureSmile, I couldn't be more pleased with the final result. I think what did it for me is, I mentioned my grandpa early on in the interview, and he said, you really don't need this. And being a dentist, I thought, he's right. He's a dentist, maybe I should listen to him. When I went to go and see my grandpa with the final result, he said, you know what, Adam, I give it to you. It looks unbelievable. And that's when it really sunk into me that, wow, I made the right choice. It's a lifelong investment, and I'm so pleased I did it.